The Walt Disney Company is busy defending their brand new Imagineers. Folks, it's time for you to hear why. It turns out they've put out a brand new ride. No, it's a theater show at Animal Kingdom. And wouldn't you know it, nobody seemingly likes it. And now there's great fear, for the investors believe it could be near a doomsday scenario where all the new stuff going into Disney World isn't loved, isn't wanted, isn't needed, isn't an upgrade, and could ruin the day of future vacationers. Hello and welcome back yet again, ladies and gentlemen. Keeping you ahead of the culture curve is what we do every single day. It's a pleasure. We do it with a zeal that even Disney can feel. And folks, we're about to tell you what's going on. We're going to peel back into the secret life of Disney executives who now have all kinds of strife as they fear that their Imagineers have lost the plot. That's right. They're worried that Magic Kingdom, that Hollywood Studios, that they're all going to be ruined by a bunch of Imagineers who are incompetent and don't know what they're doing. We're going to get into it. Click the like button. It all has to do with Zootopia. And off we go. Ladies and gentlemen, out of Blog Mickey, they are busy defending the Imagineers who have been cheering on new stuff that maybe the rest of us are not interested in. From November 5th, Imagineers explain how new Zootopia actually does fit in with Disney's Animal Kingdom. Oh, totally, definitely. It definitely does. Oh, yeah. It says today is the start of annual pass holder previews of all the new Zootopia Better Zootopia show at Disney's Animal Kingdom. The new Zootopia show replaces It's Tough to Be a Bug within the Tree of Life Theater at the heart of the park. While many Disney fans haven't seen the show in person yet, there is no shortage of opinions. And I'll just tell you, if you've watched a video of it, you've seen the show because it's a video. You go sit down in there unless you just say to me, well, actually, you have to really be there to get the water splashed on your face. Get a bottle of water, and when it does it, do that in your home. You'll be fine. Overall, the internet's opinion of the show is that it is not good, it's not a good fit. Both are true. For Disney's Animal Kingdom for a variety of reasons. While our upcoming review will reach the same conclusion, we wanted to first take a look at what Disney World Imagineers who worked on the project had to say. Now, we have done reviews of this, Marvin, and you've seen this, and I find it funny looking at this picture because, Marvin, you also had a similar experience. Folks, look how empty it is in the photo from Blog Mickey. This is supposed to be the brand new opening. Marvin, what's going on here?
So I yesterday forgot about this completely, and because they opened up the virtual queue at around 7, and so around noon I was just like, you know what the heck? Let me look and see if I can still get in. Yep, easily, like immediately. You know, I had a boarding group within 3 hours, so I motored over to Animal Kingdom. And, you know, we were talking to our friends over at Park Hoppin', and some of them brought up the fact that, like, well, you know, maybe it's because the theater holds a lot more people than, say, like a Tiana's Bayou Adventure or something like that. I was like, yeah, that's true. The theater will probably be packed. The theater was not packed. I moved all the way across the aisle to the very end because, you know, I'm a good person. But then I saw everybody else was just stopping in the middle and there was ample room. So I moved back into the center, you know, where the truth lives. But I sat there and watched the show amid not a lot of people. I'm going to say something that might not be the most popular among our audience. I didn't think it was terrible. I think it's a downgrade from Tough to Be a Bug for sure.
Wait a minute, Marvin. That was the best you could do to make our crowd angry at you, is to say, it's not terrible.
Look, here's the thing. Here's my thing, and this is why I couldn't really fault it. The kids in the audience loved it. And I was like, well,
weep for the next generation.
I was like, well, good for them at this point, because Disney has finally made something that actually appeals to kids. Which, you know, when they're making something,
right? Well, kids love picking their nose too. We're trying to find stuff that right. Grown-ups and kids like at the same time. You know,
well, yeah, it 100% does not fit in with the theming of Animal Kingdom. That's the thing. There's no conservation message whatsoever. You know, but it's. I don't think it's, you know, Tiana's Bayou Adventure level of bad.
Okay, walk me through this then, okay? You've seen it, you've been there, you've done the queue. Yeah. Disney clearly has already got Imagineers out there defending the thing. And that's what these articles are about, and we've been covering this. But they're concerned enough that they now have Imagineers explaining why they did what they did. It's not impressive. People are not happy. As you said, we're in previews, and the theater's empty already. This makes Country Bear Jamboree look good. So what do you think is the outcome of this? Because people are now worried, these are the same folks who are making all that stuff at Magic Kingdom and Hollywood Studios. Like they're leaving this and going to that next. So is there reason to be concerned here?
Yes, because when anything is new, whether it's an art gallery or merchandise drop or anything of the like, annual pass holders flood the area. You can't get near it. The fact that I was able to get a boarding group in the middle of the day, that they weren't going within seconds of it opening, shows that even annual pass holders, the people that are the biggest Disney fans on the planet, they're not going.
And the movie's coming out. Mo, this is what's amazing. Yeah. The movie is coming out. Disney has coordinated this pretty darn well. They've got a theater show that's brand new combined with a movie releasing, and nobody cares about the theater show whatsoever. How much of a problem is this?
Well, you know what? It's definitely a huge problem, because for once they actually coordinated releases correctly. Like, they actually have this coming out right before the movie for the first time. Remember when Avatar Land was supposed to open right before or right after Way of Water came out? It ended up being like 10 years before it, or not 10 years, but at least 5. And so they have a horrible record of trying to coordinate these openings. They finally nailed it, and just nobody seems to care very much. Also, Pro, I was there. So my boarding group got in around 3:00, and I took a screenshot of what the wait times were around Animal Kingdom at the time, because I'm figuring, well, if a lot of people are coming in specifically to do this today, to do the wait times should be elevated. Kilimanjaro Safari, 10-minute wait. You had Avatar River Journey, 35 minutes. Avatar Flight of Passage, 40 minutes. Expedition Everest, 5 minutes. The Dinosaur, 10 minutes. So it was just a typical lazy, nobody there day at Animal Kingdom, which is all the norm now. For what we're starting to see with Animal Kingdom. Plus, there's a giant dung ball that they decided to repurpose as soil.
You can't just throw a dung ball into the conversation without explaining it. That's a tough one to do.
So it was from Tough to Be a Bug. It was supposed to be like the dung beetle ball, like right there.
They want you to touch it now.
well, so they've repurposed this as saying, like, well, for the first Zoo Gather Day, all the animals got together with pieces of soil from their respective biomes.
Is this sponsored by Germex?
Apparently not. But when you look at the thing on the side, it says something at the end like of the highest ordure, which is a word that means dung. So basically it's saying that like this message of togetherness and like being there is like a big ball of poop.
You really got to give it to those animals then. I mean, that would be like somebody, having an outhouse as a sign of a symbol of peace.
There's no symbolism here at all, apparently.
Yeah, right. We're going to zoom in on the word right here.
There you go. Hey, Mo, we know that drunk 3PO will trip poo, but would you touch this poo and say, "Oh, bother"?
This whole story make me feel like Eeyore. But yeah, it's
thanks for noticing.
Yeah.
I bet you that this is Nadler's favorite attraction now.
Nadler who? Who you talking about, Culture?
Jerry Nadler.
That's a deep cut. That's a deep
politician.
Cut. Why would you say that about poor Jerry Nadler? Why would you say that?
I thought he was giving Nat like a nickname over there, like the Natler.
No. I think very highly of Nat. She's one of the smartest people I know. No.
Are you suggesting there had to be a run at some point for, maybe he didn't just run for Congress?
No, man, he just waddles everywhere. He's like the penguin of Congress.
So. Is he still in Congress?
Yeah.
I thought he retired.
Somebody's retiring. I'm going to talk about that later.
Yeah. Hey, Nat, there's a tremendous worry now that these Imagineers are not up to the task of working on Disney. This is yet another example of it over and over again. Epcot smells like a sewer. We're touching poo in the center of Animal Kingdom. They ran out all the great Imagineers. They went to Universal Studios. They brought back, people with quotas to fill in these spots. I just don't think they're up to it. What do you think?
Well, we've seen the examples, as you've mentioned, and I do think a lot of people are worried. I think I'll continue to go back to the point that I think Disney just forgot about kids and forgot to even think like kids, like Walt used to do, like people that built it and worked on it and did a lot of the attractions that were working for the longest time that now they decided to destroy. That's how they used to think. They used to think what would be interesting for kids and adults. And I think they've forgotten about the kids part. Now it's just what's interesting for the adults that think they're kids. And I think we'll continue to see that for a while until they bring in the people that actually knew what they were doing.
That was why I had a hard time, like, kind of not no pun intended, but poo-pooing this.
Don't listen. Just own it, man. If you're going to say poo-pooing it, just own it.
Well, it just like I had a hard time saying it wasn't like great because the kids did love it, and I'm like, finally something that appeals to kids, and it's not being made with dual income, no kids, infantilized couples or whatnot, coming in here. So I was happy for that, but I mean, as a whole, like the Clawhauser animatronic is cool. It's used a lot more than the Hopper was, but the Hopper is still cooler.
Yeah. Well, and they boarded up where the Black Widow spiders used to drop down. You just look up and you see plywood up there.
Watching kids get terrified at that part was always one of my favorite things about Duff to Be a Bug.
Oh yeah, the screams, the absolute screams of terror. It was wonderful.
I miss the screaming.
Christian, let's go to you for the Hollywood perspective on this. There could be some out there who say, well, maybe Zootopia is just not popular. Maybe that's what's causing it. What do you think? What's your read on Zootopia 2? Is it going to be a big movie, and can we separate these out, or is this an IP that's in trouble maybe?
No, I mean, I think the prognostications for box office are pretty strong, shockingly strong. I didn't know that the Zootopia had the brand recognition that it does. So if those predictions are true, it's going to do well at the box office, but maybe its cultural reach is limited there. Not every film has the certain breadth. I mean, like, Avatar is going to make $1 zillion, but we're not buying Avatar merch for the most part.
Right.
So,
can't name a character in Avatar usually.
Appeal. And I has there been like a big kid-friendly movie in recent weeks? There may be kind of pent up enthusiasm for anything right now. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point. I can't think of any big kid movie that's come out.
It's in weeks and weeks, I think. So
yeah, been a while. Absolutely. All right, folks. Well, turn down the dial of excitement for Imagineers at Disney. We don't know how they're going to do, but we can tell you one thing. They turned a giant ball of poo into something that you're supposed to touch with all the rest of the strangers from all over the park. Yep. That's a little much. But Marvin Montanaro, he's the guy you need to know over at That Park Place and geeksandgamers.com. Follow what he's finding, even if places like, was it Collider? Is that what it is, Marvin?
Yeah.
Even if Collider is taking it from him.
Everyone's dragging them on it right now, which is amazing.
Good.
Well, they need a good dragon. It's always sad when one of these video ends, and yet it is the beginning of the wait for the next one to land. 4 times a day right here on the Pro Channel. And by the way, there's plenty more on our partner channels, That Park Place, That Pod Place, That Game Place, and go check out the original music we have on stations like Vacation Radio. We'd love to have you, love to entertain you. At least we'll do a better job than some of the current entertainment companies. Folks, like, share, subscribe, and you know what? Drop a comment right on down below. Share this out anywhere you go on social media. And until the next time, we have the honor, the pleasure of getting to spend time with you when you choose to invite us into your day to add the value that we hope to bring your way. We ask that you keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.
Jump into the water.
Why listen to music made by people and companies who really don't like you? Check out Vacation Radio today and prepare for all new content made by the people behind the WDW Pro Channel. It's the place you need for all the music. That should be fun. Hundreds of songs, every genre you can imagine. Listen live on YouTube and enjoy a set list that's always sunny. It's Vacation Radio. What are you waiting for? Every WDW Pro video has a link to Vacation Radio in the video description. Try it out and subscribe today.